And welcome back to another episode of Jason's Game Room, the only podcast here on YouTube that talks about everything from the world of gaming, from board games to video games to dice games to CCGs. If it has anything at all to do with gaming, it is going to be on this show, and you're going to want to keep tuning in to see what I'm talking about next. Now, on today's show, this is more of an annoyance than anything else, but you know me, I like to talk about annoyances that relate to the world of gaming. And in this case, I'm being more specific to CCGs, also known as collectible card games. And I've seen a lot of this happening lately. I'm in a couple groups on the internet in regards to the Star Trek card game, Magic the Gathering, and I also keep abreast of what's going on in regards to other card games, current and mostly from yesteryear. And this also concerns card games like Overpower, Pokemon, anything that had a big enough following to make it popular. And what I am describing are people that buy sealed packages of CCGs. They've either done it in the past or they're still doing it now from places that still have boxes and boxes of booster packs or starter decks, but they're not opening them. They're literally putting them in a display just to stare at them, still wrapped in their original package. This is very perplexing, and it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Now, I understand people out there that might be listening that do that, who buy sealed packages, booster boxes, and then they just stare at them and they show them off and they go, hey, look, I got all these sealed packages added to my sealed collection. I've always been of the opinion that if you're not going to take those CCG cards and open them and play them, and maybe sell a lot of extras, because let's face it, you could get a lot more if you sell them as singles on eBay or Kijiji, especially if they are in near mint or mint condition and they are rare. Because for most CCGs out there from past to present, commons and uncommons, you know, they'll fetch you a few bucks but not much. But I see a lot of people putting up rares and foils and making a ton of money off of it. But I don't understand why people just will buy a sealed box and leave it sealed and look at it. I understand if you're a collector of things regarding that theme, and this goes more than gaming, this goes for anything. For example, with the Star Trek CCG, people are collecting miniatures, those Micro Machine starships, model kits, action figures, accessories, uniforms, etc., etc. And of course they collect the Star Trek CCG and the sealed boxes, but then they just leave them sealed. I get it, it's part of your collection, but at the same time, this creates a problem, and by that I mean that by people who are just collecting the sealed booster boxes and starter boxes and leaving them there, you are driving prices up when they don't need to be driven up, and you are taking those cards out of circulation for people that want to add to their CCG collections and actually use them, because let's face it, there's still lots of tournaments and house games that go on to this day. We have groups like the Continuing Committee, I don't want to pop them, but I have to use them in this case, who put out printable sets that you can download and print and slap over common cards. And the games continue. Same goes with Pokemon, and to a lesser extent Overpower, even though you can still find some reasonably priced lots of Overpower, but I have seen sealed packages on there going for ridiculous prices. Case in point, I was on eBay the other day, and I've recently bought several booster packs of the Borg expansion for a decent price from a fellow gamer who also is a STCCG player, and it's a good thing to be able to get something for a decent price off someone. But then again, you have people selling a whole booster box that's sealed, and the value of a booster box, say of the Borg or the Trouble with Tribbles expansion, could be worth about $110 at this point in time. I've seen some going for as low as $40, which is about standard. But then you have people selling the sealed versions for up to $300 or more. This is getting ridiculous. We don't need to drive prices up and do this to other people. And as I've said in previous episodes of this show, the side effect that also occurs is people get turned off from the game or wanting to get into anything or expanding their own long-time collection because of prices. Wow. It's very perplexing because I'm someone that's trying to go back once in a while and I buy occasional booster packs or singles from an expansion that I don't have much of, not just to complete a set, but to also play and to keep playing. And other people that have taken these sealed packages, driven the price up, and they've made it completely unaffordable. And it's not just me. A lot of people are in the same boat, and we've had discussions about this in a couple of my groups. And there's actually been something done in regards to Magic the Gathering, because you can actually get decent prices on unopened packages of Magic, even going as far back to Portal. You can get the whole unopened sealed Portal set. Look at that, I can't talk. You can get that whole sealed Portal set for around $50 Canadian. And that's a pretty good deal, because I remember when it came out it was around $29. So you're not paying that much more. Okay, there's a bit of shipping added on. However, if you try to get anything older than that that's still sealed, the price is going to be in the thousands. I took a peek. Anything Ice Age, Mirage, anything like that that is still factory sealed, even if it's a single booster pack, you're going to pay up the ass for it. It's just the way it is. And this has mainly been due to people driving prices up when they don't need to be driven up. I can't say that enough. We're all supposed to be gamers, and it's great to have collections, but when you drive the prices up of something that people want, especially if you're taking it out of circulation, like, why? Why do you have to do this to everybody? We don't need this going on. Even if you look at the Pokemon TCG right now, even it hasn't been out as long as some games. Remember, Magic came out in 93, Star Trek in 94, Overpower in 95, X-Files in 96, and you could actually get really good prices on the X-Files CCG. I've bought a couple lots last year, sealed. And of course I opened them and put them into my box, and I'm building a playable deck. But even booster packages and booster boxes of the Pokemon TCG, which came out, I believe, in 1999, some of those expansion boxes are going for ridiculous prices on eBay. And there are a lot of them out there, which what kills me. They shouldn't even be anywhere near that price, because the rarity of those packages or those sealed cases is not as rare as anything from the early Magic or the early Star Trek CCG. But it's getting out of hand. I honestly don't understand why it has to be this way. You're just making it harder for average CCG gamers to play a game and to have fun with it. And as I said earlier, I would much rather see people open them. If you come across a lot of cards you don't need because you already have many of them, put them on eBay as singles for a decent price. Make a few bucks off there, but also help out your fellow gamer. If I can go on eBay and buy quads of Magic the Gathering for $3 with $1 shipping, and we're talking as far back as Fallen Empires, which you would think would fetch a lot more. If we can do that for Magic with a lot of those cards and some of those rarities, why can't we do it for other card games? Why do people have to buy sealed packages and be misers and take things out of circulation and make it harder for other gamers? I can't stress that enough, that it is not acceptable. Anyways, I don't have much to say else on that matter today. I'm going to end the show on that note. The world of gaming is extremely perplexing, and if you've listened to any of my previous episodes, or you're an experienced gamer yourself that's been through all this with CCGs, you understand fully, and you probably share my pain, and you're also surprised that I haven't really said a swear word in this episode other than ass. Believe me, I have thought about it. But unfortunately, swear words don't solve every problem out there, as nice as they are. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for listening and paying attention to my show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave some comments in the comments section. Normally I would say go spray paint the JGR logo on a wall, but that's illegal, and I don't want to get blamed for that, because I get blamed for enough around here. So that is that. Have a great day, everybody. And of course, don't forget to game on.